this is Divorce Station Dad coming at you with a video entitled How I Chose My Lawyer. Now, you want to choose the right attorney because, man, that is one of the most important things, if not the most important things, that you will need during your divorce process. Now, just a quick disclaimer, I am not a lawyer, a therapist, or even an exorcist. I just went through that process. It took me 2 years, and it was one of the hardest things that I had to go through in my life. But the right lawyer made it so much more, so much more better. And now I live a great life after divorce. I'm married. I have a great marriage. I'm married to a great person. And I want to show you how with these videos. And I guess the first thing I should mention, of course, is how to pick the best lawyer. Now, a little bit about me. I am a comedian in Phoenix, Arizona. At first, me and my ex-wife decided to have a friendly divorce because there were no assets. I was broke. So there was no assets to fight over other than the house, and that was the only thing. However, for me, when I showed up to court with a mediator, she showed up with a killer divorce attorney. So basically, I brought a butter knife to a machine gun fight. The opposing counsel would do things like present evidence 30 minutes before the trial. And so, I was unprepared. I was totally and completely unprepared. I had my pants down, basically. And so much so that the judge chastised me for being unprepared to the point that he was going to charge me the fee for the opposing counsel's fee that day. So, after I got out, I immediately sought a lawyer. And here are the 3 tips that I was going to share with you. Tip number 1, do your research. Ask friends, Google reviews, ask other friends that you have, acquaintances. Get about 3 to 5 that you consider good or good for you, and go and interview each lawyer. Don't settle for the one right out of the first one out of desperation. You will be spending a lot of time with this person, and it has to be the right fit. Ask how much experience they have, how many years in practice, what do they specialize in, because lawyers do specialize, or divorce lawyers do specialize in certain things, like, they represent parents that have special needs kids. Some lawyers just specialize in defending only men, which is what I recommend that you do. I mean, what is their communication style? How often do they communicate? Because during the divorce process, you want to get your questions answered, and it would suck if you can't get to your lawyer to answer those questions. So tip number 2 is figure out how much you can afford. For me, it was easy. I was broke, so I couldn't afford much. But take a hard look at your finances and get with your accountant or financial advisor. And, I know this is hard to do. Maybe your family and friends can help you with the fees. I know pride, I know I'm a man, I have pride, but you have to lower your pride, because in this divorce process, you'll need all the resources you can get. You also have to ask how the lawyer's fees are. That's one of the main reasons why I hesitated to get a divorce for years. I was so afraid of the lawyer fees. It kept me miserable for years until I couldn't stand it anymore, and I had to get divorced because I didn't care. I would go bankrupt. I just had to get out. Weigh the differences between how much you can afford versus how confident you are that this lawyer is right for you. If you're really, really confident, like me, when I chose my lawyer, he gave me a good vibe. I mean, I jived with him, and to the point that I had every confidence in him, and I was right. The right attorney can save you time, money, and stress. And in this type of situation, this is one of the most stressful things that a man will have to go through in this day and age. So you need somebody that can guide you, that you can trust, and that's why you have to pick the right lawyer. Tip number 3, the most important thing, go with your gut. Sometimes even before how much it costs to retain the attorney, because when I chose my attorney, I had that gut feeling that he was going to be my guy. He was a little bit on the pricey side. I didn't know how I was going to afford it, but I went with my gut and everything worked out fine, So have faith that you're choosing the right one. It's important that you have a good vibe or flow with your attorney because, like I said, you're going to be spending a lot of time with this person, and you cannot waste his time because you literally are going to be charged for every minute that you spend with him or you talk with him, and as well as him representing you in court. And the other thing is that, potentially your relationship may go beyond the divorce process, because in my situation, I had to take my ex-wife back to court because she wasn't following the parental agreement, and I picked the same guy and he got me through again. So I hope this helps you to know my story and to give you hope. I mean, I know it's a hard process, and that's why I'm here. And look out for my next video, how to keep your sanity during divorce. So here's a clip of my comedy set, just to light things up a little bit. When I was watching videos like this, I was at my mother's house after leaving my own house. And even though I was, going through YouTube for every information, I could have used a pick-me-up, and so that's why I'm here. Hi, my name is DeForest. What the heck? Hi, my name is Eric. I go by Divorced Asian Dad, mainly because Crazy Broke Asian was taken. Now, my divorce lasted 3 years, and when it ended, it was a big relief to me, but it was sad. For my lawyer, I don't pay him no more. He still sends me Christmas cards. And it goes, "Happy holidays, we miss your money." Well, I miss my money too. I'm so broke, I'm on a Nigerians do not call list.